when he says things like you're not ready for this, based on what you've accomplished in your career?
I've been ready for the last 3 years. I've been ready. I've been lobbying for this fight. I had a bad night in Canada against Jean Pascal. A lot of people wrote me off. Everybody wrote me off. Now I'm back. I got the opportunity to regain myself and regain another world title on a big stage against a big fighter, a legend like Bernard Hopkins. So I'm up for the fight and I'm ready for it.
In a sense, was that a blessing in disguise for you to lose that fight? Because
I mean, that night I lost the fight, I said it. When I heard that Bernard Pascal was going to fight the first time, I said, he's going to come right back around to me. And he did. And I'm here for it, and I'm going to make the best of it.
How do you think his style matches up with yours, and yours versus his? You seem to have a lot of style that would give you a lot of problems.
Well, I don't think Bernard Hopkins is there with a young guy with ESP and say Joe Pascal. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think I have everything upset, everything Bernard's gonna do. The jab. I think my jab is gonna be the main thing in the fight. It's gonna slow him down. It's not that he's going to come in and be aggressive, over-aggressive. I don't think he's going to be aggressive at all. I think he's going to sit back, pick his spots like he usually does. But while he's laying back and doing what he's doing, that's why I have to be active. I have to be punching. I have to be making him work. And I think that's how I'm going to win the fight.
You've been criticized a little bit for not throwing enough punches, not being enough passionate enough. Is this the fight where it all comes together, like you were saying?
It's the fight that it all comes together because it's what I've been boxing for. It's what I've been living for. It's what I dreamed about. Getting in the ring with somebody like Bernard Hopkins. When I fought Tara, Tara was a great fighter. He was I don't know if he's considered a legend in boxing, but when I go into big fights, I always show up. Every big fight I've had, Joe Kazaki, Tara, Glenn Johnson, I always show up. And this is gonna be one of those fights that brings it all out.
What do you think about him saying that he wasn't avoiding you for all that time?
Excuse me?
What do you think about him saying he was not avoiding you all the time that you guys didn't fight?
Bull crap. He knows it. We all know it. The fight should have happened 3 years ago. But it's now. I think it's the perfect time now. I'm 3 years older. He's 3 years older. I'm 3 years more mature. He's 3 years more mature. And at the end of the day, I'm a younger fighter. I'm learning so much right now from Major Stewart, and it's great. And I'm just looking to take it October 15th, take it in the ring and execution.
Chad, I feel that there is a little hypocrisy, obviously, him saying that he never ducked you. It seems to me that you obviously know that you feel that he has been ducked. Tell me, at this point now, when he was up there, what kind of head games was he trying to play with you? What was he saying to you?
I don't know if they're really head. I mean, I don't fall for head games. I don't go for that stuff. Tarver did it. Tarver tried to play the old mind game. It didn't work. He had to get in the ring at the end of the night and fight. It didn't work out. So, and you see in the second rematch, in the rematch with Tarver, he didn't say anything. So, I squashed that bug. And I mean, Bernard Hopkins, everybody knows he's great for the sport. He's a talker. He talks. He amps the fight up. That's what he does. At the end of the day, you have to get in the ring and you have to fight.
You feel that he is a formidable opponent for you?
I feel like he's a formidable opponent just because he has the ring belt, WBC belts that I want. So I have to go and get those belts. I want to be world champion again.
Now, you get a victory in this match.
I will get a victory.
Okay.
When I get a victory.
Do you plan on going back to face Jean Pascal again?
I want to handle this first. I want to win the title from B-Hop, get the title back from B-Hop, and we see what happens.
And again, for any victory, does this bring you the most?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. This will definitely solidify me as what I wanted to accomplish in boxing.
And as always, you want to give a shout out to your hometown, obviously.
Yeah, I want to just shout out to New Haven, my hometown, everybody back home. Look out, October 15th, 8th pay-per-view, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to shock the world.
Now, Chad, Bernard Hopkins is known to be a fighter who's a cagey fighter. How do you plan to deal with that if he does try to grab you and he tries to turn you? How do you plan to deal with that and weather that storm?
First of all, that's what training camp is for. We find the best fighters to emulate Bernard Hopkins, and I think pretty much we got those fighters. So I'm not worried about that because when we go into camp, we're gonna take care of all that. We're gonna get the rough guys. We want the rough guys. We want the tough guys. We don't want nobody who's gonna sit back and box. And no, that's not Bernard. Bernard is a rough, rugged fighter. So those are the guys that we're bringing into camp, and that's how we're gonna deal with that.
Has Manny's style been a big adjustment for you, or has how has the adjustment been?
Well, the adjustment is coming along, but it takes time. You know, I've only been with him for 4 or 5 months. It takes time. You know, everything is going great right now. I'm happy. He's happy. And I'm looking to take this fight, and that's our second fight together. I'm looking to take it to another level.
What are some of the things he's tried to do to change your style?
Well, man, Stewart, he's a jab freak. You know, he's a trainer that wants his fighter. You know, he wants to knock out, and at the same time, he wants you to look good doing it. Outboxing the guy. You know, he like boxing punches. You know, that's what we're trying to turn me into. You know, he wants me to be more aggressive, which I know I have to be aggressive for this fight. You know, that's something that I have to do, and I will do. You know, so I have to do anything I have to do to win this fight.
Do you feel like in your last fight that you were fighting the way Emmanuel wanted to, or were there times when you reverted back to the things that muscle reflex?
Like I said, it takes time. You know, you don't just change overnight. You know, it takes time. You know, and I think Emmanuel Stewart knows, and I know that it takes time. You know, I think that now we're coming together great. You know, we talk on the phone all the time, and I know what he wants, and he knows what I expect. You know, so I think it makes a great combination, and I think it's going to be a great fight.
That last fight had nothing to do with Emmanuel Stewart and Dawson. He was fighting a fighter who was only trying to survive, not trying to fight. It changes everything.
For some guys, Manny's style works. I mean, for some guys, you know, Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, it works. Other guys, Jermaine Taylor, it didn't work necessarily out with. Do you feel like are you sure that it's going to be right for you the way he teaches? Are you at that point where you're sure that's going to be right? Or?
Honestly, I'm not sure. You know, but we have to try it. You know, we won't know until we try it. So, like I said, we're working together now. We're working on different things, and you know, right now it seems like it's working. It seems like it's a great fit. You know, but like I said, we've only been together for a short time. You know, right now I like it. I like the feeling.
Chad, he talked as though he wants you to get aggressive and not be laid back.
Yeah.
Now, do you expect, therefore, he wants to engage you. If you got aggressive, what do you think is going to happen?
If I got aggressive, I will get aggressive. I will get aggressive. Bernard, do I think he'll engage me?
Yeah, you think he would engage? You got aggressive. Do you think that's not really his style?
I know that. That's why I have to push the fight that way. I have to fight that way. I have to be aggressive. I have to take the fight to Bernard. Otherwise, it's gonna be another boring fight. You know, it's gonna be another Bernard and Roy, something like that. You know, something ugly, so ugly that you don't want to watch it. You know, so I have to push the fight, and I'm going into the fight to push the fight. And I want this belt. I want the title.
How much of that Joe Calzaghe blueprint is that part of what you guys have watched? Because obviously Calzaghe had that successfully by moving his hands a lot.
I feel like I watched Bernard so much growing up. Like you said, I was a diaper when he was. So I feel like I watched him so much. I really don't need to study him so much. You know, I seen his last few fights. I seen fights from when he was the real execution. When he was really executing. He's not executing anybody anymore. He's winning fights, decisions. I haven't knocked anybody out in 10 years. So I mean,
you just mentioned that ugly type of style that sometimes he brings.
Yeah.
Do you have any? I mean, how do you prepare for something like that? You know, I like to call them the veteran tricks. I
think we lined up some great sparring partners that imitate him very well. So I think that's going to be the key in the fight. You know.
What did Bernard do that you couldn't do with Pascal in Montreal?
I started off slow. I didn't start fast enough. I don't think Bernard started off slow the first fight. He got dropped 3 times. Second fight, I think Bernard started a little faster. So I think if I would have started a little faster on Pascal and threw more punches in combination like I'm used to throwing, I think the fight would have been over earlier. But I had him hurt in the 11th round. Headbutt happened. The fight was over. So I didn't cry about it. Pascal fought a great fight. You know, he did what he said he was going to do. Outboxed me. But it just so happened, you know, he lost to Bernard. Like the styles make fights. You know, just because Pascal beat me didn't mean Pascal didn't beat this guy. Just because Pascal beat me and he beat Pascal doesn't mean that Bernard's gonna beat me. You know, so styles make fights.
Do you feel? I mean, especially after the Pascal fight, is this urgency and a career-defining fight in your opinion?
This is it. This is the career-defining fight right here. It's a fight I've been wanting for the last 3 years. And this is the fight that I think is going to be.
Your success has come when you've thrown the jab a lot. That's probably, arguably your best weapon. Do you think when he's talking like, let's mix it up, let's make a fight, he's trying to take you a little bit away from that?
That's definitely what he's trying to do. That's definitely what he's trying to do. I think by him telling everybody I'm going to be laid back, he wants me to come fight. That's him. They don't have a game plan. They don't have a game plan. It's like you didn't have a game plan with Joe Calzaghe. They don't have a game plan. I think he's just gonna go in there and go off his instincts, and see what happens. See how I react to what he does. That's what I think.
Now, Chad, do you feel if you start dominating this fight, Do you think that he'll
He'll
use
find a way
dirty
out.
tactics?
Yes.
Do you think he'll start using his elbows more, or probably try to hit you low? And if he does, how do you plan to deal with that?
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. When it's not gonna go his way. When it's not going his way, he resorts to dirty tactics. You can't even say that because he was beating Roy easy, and he was resorting to dirty tactics. So,
Right.
I mean, when he does go that way, like I said, sparring partner. It's all about sparring partner. Who we bring in for sparring. Now we got great sparring partners lined up, guys that emulate him very well. So I think that's how I'm gonna deal with that. I want rough, rugged guys in the gym and training. I want rough, rugged sparring partners. That's what we bringing in.
Definitely.